Hi everyone, my name is Amanda and I'm about 3 months into my cash budgeting journey. I finally am able to record myself in the process that I take and hold myself accountable for any money move decisions that I choose to make or that my family forces me to make. I am 37. I've been with my husband since we were teenagers. We've been married since 2006 and we have 2 kiddos. One is a 14-year-old boy and the other is a 10-year-old girl. My husband is active duty Army and I am a perpetual student, as I like to say. I've kind of been trying to decipher what I wanted to do with my life when I grew up, and now I'm growing up and I haven't made a decision yet, and it's time. I should very soon have my bachelor's degree in public health with a concentration in nutrition and wellness. And I hope to, do something with that eventually, but at the cost of crippling student loan debt, which is why I started this whole thing, to try and pull the reins in on spending and make sure that my money has a place to go, so that it's not sitting in the bank waiting for me to spend it. I also did this kind of for my mental health. I've struggled with anxiety and depression for much of my life, and it feels like this is kind of a community I want to be a part of. It's not always true that we get to find people and ideas that we can all kind of agree on. And I agree with most of the cash budgeters here. There's nothing that I really staunchly oppose. We have different goals, and that's okay. I do apologize in advance that because of the anxiety and depression, I am not really scatterbrained. I just have a hard time finding words when I need them. So you will hear me say and those kinds of thinking sounds quite often here, especially toward the beginning, as I try to figure out how I'm going to do this. I have a basic plan, and this was a help for me today. I was able to make a little checklist. This is from D versus Debt, from her Amazon storefront, and it's super adorable. It's got little lines for little check boxes and notes, and you put the date or whatever you need to put up at the top, and it's super adorable. All right, like I said, my husband is active duty Army, and active duty Army gets paid typically on the 1st or the 15th. Depending on the bank you have, you can get paid a day or 2 early. Excuse me. I started this because there's some times where he could get paid on the 12th because the 15th falls on a Monday and it's a holiday. So he gets paid the previous business day before, and then we don't get paid again until the 31st. And that's a really long time to go between paychecks when you're used to getting them every 1st and 15th or 31st and 14th. So we're just trying to have a little stockpile of cash for mad money or, outings if we get bored, and we don't have to worry about what time of month it is and if it's going to be too big of a stretch, because the money will be there and we can just pull it out and go have an adventure. Since my kids are getting older, adventures are fewer and further between. But anyway, that's not why y'all came here today. You didn't come here to listen to me ramble. We came here to watch me play with money. So in my beautiful Harry Potter wallet that my husband had gotten me from Virginia, I do have my change. So we will start with that so I can get everything else put away. And we'll put my change in my little Hand of Fatima piggy bank that I got for Christmas. I will add that I do work at a metaphysical store. So I do love all things, that is Dusty. I love all things spiritual, and I love learning about new religions, new deities, new ways of thinking, and I think that's made me really open to trying new things like this. With that being said, I'll share with you some of my favorite crystals I have for abundance and money and things like that. The first one is this big boy here. This is pyrite, or it was also known as fool's gold. It's just good for representing gold and money and abundance in your life, and it's good stone to just have in your workspace if you want to draw that money in. Next, most green stones are good for money, and one of my favorite stones are, let me get in the picture here, are malachite. All of these are malachite. They're a really pretty green and black swirls, or green and dark green swirls. And again, the green color just is really good for money drawing, because, you know, the color of money is green. And then one of my all-time favorite stones is Labradorite. And if you haven't seen Labradorite, it is this little baby here. If you try and catch the reflex of it, and there's little rainbows sometimes in the stone. And that is kind of just good for harmonizing your physical, emotional, mental, spiritual well-being, and can provide clear insights. It's supposed to help with scattered thinking, but I think that mine is just too far gone. So it's not going to work for mine quite yet. All right, so into the money. I kept it all in the high priority binder because this is the one that's going to get stuffed regardless and no matter what. I'm not exactly sure how much is here, and not all of this will go into envelopes today. This is just what I've been kind of hoarding and collecting and saving out of spending money and kids needing money for field trips and whatnot. And so let's get to counting. So we have 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 200, 20, 40, 60, 80, 300, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 400, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 95, 500, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 590, 591, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. $598. It would have been a little more, but my son decided that he wanted to purchase something for one of his friends this morning who didn't reach one of their goals. It was kind of a, you did great, but I'm sorry you didn't win kind of gift. So he took some money out of this today for that. Alrighty, so I reorganized all of the money, have everyone facing the same way. So let's get into this. I already have my budget kind of done because it is, what, the 8th of March. So my husband got paid about a week ago. Bills are paid, and I've just been waiting to do this, to get up my nerve to do this. So high priority are my high priorities and my family's high priorities. We kind of decided that this is what we want to focus on, and then everything else is just bonus, right? So today an emergency is going to get 25. So it's 20 and 5. And like I said, I've been doing this for a couple of months now, so there is already money in here. I got these envelopes, by the way, from Jordan Budgets. They are super cute, and if you couldn't tell, I'm kind of Harry Potter obsessed. So I do also have her emergency, or her trackers. So we'll add 25. Get my little marker, color my little coin in my piggy bank, and 3, 8, I'm going to add 25, which should be 125. So we have 20, 40, 60, 81, 120, 125. Next is debt, and like I mentioned earlier, the crippling student loan debt between myself and my husband is just ridiculous, and I'm trying to save up a large lump sum to pay at least a couple of them down. Currently have 85. Today it's going to get 15, so that should mean I can outline another one of these, because I have each one of these equaling $50. Oh, just one. 10 and 15. So we have 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 95, 100. Three, 8 plus 15, 100. You can outline this little baby. My coloring skills are subpar for sure. But I haven't colored in a long time. Alrighty, now travel. My sister is getting married in October this year, so we're saving this up for our trip home. We're in Oklahoma, and my sister, well, the rest of our family lives between Missouri and Indiana. So this today is going to get 20. We'll put this little big boy back in here. That should give us 120 according to the tracker. What did I say? 20. Also means I will not be coloring, or very poorly coloring, if you couldn't tell by that lovely mess. We should have 120. So 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120. Oop, there I go throwing stuff. Christmas we'll also get $20. How did that happen? We'll put you back there. 3, 8 plus 20. That should give us 101. Oh, yay, we get to color a tree. Or, I guess, outline a tree. Boop, boop. Help if I put the money in there, Amanda, huh? So that gives us 20, 40, 60, 80, $101. Zach, that is my 14-year-old son. He's been taking money out of here to go on little walks up to our neighborhood store, just to kind of get out of the house and get some air. This, I believe, is wrong. So we'll fix it. So 3, 8, balance. Today he's getting 20 from us, and then out of his chore money for the month, he wanted to put $10 in here. So he has 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 95, 100, 5, 6, 7, 8, $108. Aurora is my 10-year-old daughter, and she hoards money like they're gonna stop making it. So today she's also gonna get $20 from us, but she has her own debit card account and she's keeping her money in there. She doesn't want me to stuff extra in here yet. We'll see. So another 20 today should give her $120 in here. And yes, 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120. Alrighty, for Mom, who is me, I'm also getting 20. It's kind of boring, I'm sorry. Kind of the amounts that work for us currently. I will color in one of my hearts. And I had 100. Yeah. So 20, 40, 60, 81, 120. I will get better at this, y'all. I promise. Okay. For Dad's, which is my husband, he also should have 100. We're gonna add 20. He doesn't have a little cutesy little thing because I couldn't find one that had video games on it, because that's, or 3D printing stuff, because that's pretty much what his jam is. So now he has 100, or 100, nope, 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, and 120. I apologize if you can hear my neighbor's dog barking in the background. Household, and these envelopes I got from Jasmine at, what is her official channel name? I can never remember. Baddies and Budgets? Maybe? That sounds right. So today household's gonna get 10. It has 40 in there currently. Adding 10 would give us 50. Oh. Let me tap off of there because these should go fairly quickly. These are my newest envelopes, so they don't have quite as much in there. Hobbies, like I said, my husband does a whole lot with 3D printing. He's trying to expand and do a little bit more with that. So it's gonna get $10 today, which also gives us 50 in this one. Oh. And right now this is my hobby, playing with money every couple of weeks. And buying a bunch of rocks that my boss keeps getting. And I need them to make me happy. That's how I adjust. I'm only kidding. I'm sorry. I don't mean to make light of mental health. It's just how I cope. Outdoors, we do have a little garden space in our backyard, and we're about to start planning for the spring season, spring and summer. So it's gonna get $20 today. So 20, 40, 60 is what we have in outdoors. This is to do things outdoors. Most of the things around here, and because my husband is military, we get into like state parks and things for free. So we don't need a whole lot for outdoorsy things here. We have the wildlife refuge at Fort Sill, and we love to just go there and search for tarantulas and prairie dogs. We all love the prairie dogs. So outdoors got 20, 3, 8. Oh shit, if I'm allowed to say that. I do cuss a lot, so please forgive me if something slips out while I am on here. It's just, it's my vernacular. I can't help it. This is gonna get $20 today, so that's 20, 40, 45, 50. And this is, again, just like it says, for expenses that we didn't really plan for, but you know, it happens. And it happens a lot for us. So we need to beef this up before one of those happens. Oh, and that is it for today. I'm just doing high priority today just to kind of ease me into this. I do have a few more binders and we'll work on those at some point. I appreciate you guys so much if you've made it to the end of this video. Like I said, this is the first video and I know it was long and kind of verbose, but I wanted to squeeze a little bit of cash stuffing in with a little bit of an about me and background. I'm an open book. You can ask me nearly everything or anything. I'm not very good with the money stuff yet. You can ask me spiritual, parenting. We're all kind of in the parenting struggle together. Nobody knows how to do it perfectly. So I think that is a collaboration as well. Again, thanks y'all for sticking it out with me, and we'll see you next time. Bye.